of the season, I guess we should say, for the Global Bob Show. Global Bob Show, we are the crossroads of technology and politics. Now, if y'all notice, whenever I opened the show, I said it's that time of the season for the Global Bob Show. To all my avid listeners out there from back in 2022, you know that was when the last show was. That was episode 25. And then life happens, right? And so, given the changes and everything that's been going on, I had to temporarily suspend the Global Bob Show for a few years. But hey, we're back by popular demand. So here we go. All right, so the last show was September 20th, 2022. And so we have a new addition to the Global Bob Show since then. I'll introduce you to Hello Chelly. Is that how you say your handle? I'm Global Bob, you're Hello Chelly?
Yeah, Hello Chelly. That's me.
That's nice. So when people call into the Global Bob Show, do they say hello Chelly, or is it just a Hello Chelly?
Oh, it could be both. Hello Chelly, or just Hello Chelly.
All right, so we got to get a few things straight first, okay? This is my show, not the Hello Chelly show, but I feel like I need to give you a rank.
Okay.
The theme of the show, I kind of had that I was your field commander, and I think now I'm like up to a general or something like that. So what rank would you like to come in as the first co-host of the Global Bob Show?
I'll just be like cadet commander.
Cadet. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like the I like
being the cadet.
Okay,
yeah.
so
I'm the green guy here.
The green guy or girl. Person.
Okay, person.
Could be person this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool because you're in the Global Bob boot camp, of which you've been in the Global Bob boot camp. So
yes.
What do you do? Where do you come from? What's your name, age, location? Is that how we used to do it back?
ASL.
ASL. I like it. So tell us about Hello Chelly.
All right. So born and raised in Florida, lived here my whole life. Haven't moved anywhere else. I am a front-end developer. So
front-end developer.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. Why don't you tell the folks what a front-end developer actually does?
So a front-end developer develops the front end of applications.
Okay, so mom gets out her phone and she goes to www.wherearethevarnerboys.com to track us down.
Yes.
What part of that would you be involved with that website if you're a front-end developer?
So everything that the user sees in front of them, so like that page, basically everything that they're seeing there is what we develop.
So the front-end developer, the buttons and logins and stuff like that. That's really cool. That's really cool.
It's very fun.
Okay.
And rewarding.
Okay, so that's what you do during the day, but what do you do when you clock out of, and who do you work for?
A company that develops software for routers coupled with AI.
Wow, that seems very oversimplified. I'm assuming I'm oversimplifying this, correct?
Yes.
So as a front-end developer then, in my mind, I would say that these buttons and widgets and graphs and all of that fun stuff, what your job is to simplify the visualizations that the user is seeing, and then when they want to do something, it's just a click of the button. Is that kind of
in a simplified way? Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes to it, but
yeah. So I mean, this AI revolution that we're in is kind of nuts. I mean, when the Global Bob Show went off the air, back in 2022, it was just starting to AI was there, but I felt like it was being used by highly technical folks. So as a front end developer, what do you use AI for, like, daily? I guess a lot of folks use AI, and I'll give you a good story here. My dad, he will claim to be like the master of AI, right? And he'll get his phone out and he'll ask Chat GPT because he thinks that's the only AI. And we know that there's a lot more other AI products out there, but he'll say, Chat GPT, what is the length of the Golden Gate Bridge? And and he'll get something back. He's like, so I use AI. I'm like, Dad, no, you're using like Google. Yeah, it's like a Google thing, right? And so what I like to ask folks when they really know AI is, what do they use it for in their day-to-day job roles? So what do you use as a front-end developer, now that we know what a front-end developer is?
Mm-hmm.
What is a front-end developer? How do you use AI for your job?
So basically, it helps us speed up our coding process. So instead of looking for a specific function, let's say we're like trying to figure out how to write a function, and instead of just typing it all out, it will help us bring like a whole function together that we can implement into the front end.
Got it. And so for my non-software developer engineer folks out there, when you're developing software, functions is how you break your code up. And so what Hello Chelly is...
Hello.
All right. Every time I say hello, Chelly, you got to say hello back. No.
Okay.
So functions is how you organize specific tasks inside your code. So what you're describing is, instead of having to do all of this rudimentary work, AI helps you develop those out quicker.
Right.
Right. So are you afraid that AI is going to eliminate your job?
No.
Why is that? I mean, if AI is writing it, then why can't AI just write it? I mean, AI doesn't show up hungover. Not that Chelly shows up here hungover,
No.
by the way. Hello, Chelly.
Hello.
So you're not afraid of that? I mean, because AI can just write it all day long, right? All night long. So why is AI not going to take Hello Chelly's job?
Because I strongly believe that someone still has to be behind the keyboard to ask those questions.
Yeah, I agree with that somewhat, but I think on those type of questions is, one of the hardest things for me, involved with software development is actually describing to folks like you and other people how I want something done, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I think AI is going to need human interaction. And part of the problem is that with AI, you have to develop out these prompts, right?
Right.
Exactly. And if you can't describe it to a human, then how can you describe it better in text format? But hey, there we go. We're looking to get us a soundboard, right? And instead of taking a shot or a drink every time a keyword or definition said that we need to explain, maybe we'll have some kind of sound. So we learned what a front end developer is. We learned how some AI can help with a front end developer. Now we learn a prompt, right? I said prompt. So now I'm gonna quiz you.
Okay.
What is a prompt exactly? And you got to explain it not to me, but explain prompting to your mom.
Okay. So AI prompting. AI prompting is basically, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it, but it's not like, hey, please give me a pink background. I'm just going to use something basic. Yeah. Okay. AI is going to reply back and say, okay, here's a pink background, but it could have clouds in it. I mean, AI will come up with anything, but it does have a pink background. So with these prompts, you really have to break it down to exactly like really describe like, hey, I would like a background that is 4x6 size, with blue clouds, that have a gradient to them, and a ocean with waves and a dolphin coming out of the wave.
Are you tripping right now?
No.
But I mean, geez, we just talked about a pink background with dolphins and waves jumping out of an ocean. But no, what Hello Chelly is describing is exactly what prompting is, right? Mm-hmm. My dad's got one and only prompt. He asks it a question, it responds back, and that's it. But what Michelle is, Chelly, is describing are prompts that you have to feed into the AI. Now, what she was describing was a picture, but a prompt could be, in the legal sense, where I have a legal contract or something like that, and I upload it into the AI of choice of this minute, because there seems like there's so many AIs coming out, LLMs and all kinds of stuff. I upload it, and I would ask for legal advice on the document, right? Is it written in favor of the tenant, or is it written in favor of the landlord? And AI come back and say, I'm not a lawyer, I do not give legal advice, and all that fun disclaimer crap that they put in there. But if I generate a nice prompt and tell it exactly what I'm wanting to know about this document, then that's called prompt engineering. And so in the case of the document, I would say, I know you're not a lawyer. I am the tenant in this document. I want to know what my tenant rights are. I would also like to know, how can I get out of this contract early? I would also like to add favorable legal language in there as the tenant to give me rights to terminate this document if it's not there. And then, I basically, with prompt engineering, you're kind of setting up a persona, right? Like, who is the AI supposed to act as?
Right.
And I think that's a very important thing. I am glad, by the way, and I don't mean to crack on anybody that's only using AI to ask the questions and get back simple answers. But I like to explain to folks that there's so much more that AI can do.
Hold on. Let me step in here. Don't let Global Bob fool you. He knows a lot about AI.
Allegedly.
You were at a chamber event speaking about AI.
That's correct. Yeah, I was at a chamber event. I think it was just last week sometime, which, by the way, it was phenomenal. We decided to put together a 4-part series. I didn't decide to put it together. The chamber did, and I was so graciously invited to be a part of the series. And the first one we did was like an AI Q&A. Is that what you'd call it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. There was a lot of folks there. It was, I think it started. Yeah, I think it started like 9:30 on a Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever day it was, and that's 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I was really impressed by the questions that they were asking. And I think it ran for like an hour and a half, which was great. I thought that I was going to walk in, and within 5 or 6 minutes, we were going to have to kind of prod the crowd there. But man, the questions that were coming in were just phenomenal. And part of the reason why we were doing this series is that we want to educate people on AI and how to use AI in the workplace, just how you use AI in the workplace, but you're a front-end developer working for a company that develops software for routers that's coupled with AI.
Right.
So we expect you to, of course, use AI in all of your business dealings and practices and stuff. And of course, I've told you how I use AI a lot of times on the legal front. But AI, there's so much more that can be used for in every workplace. And we had folks there from a paving company. We had folks there from mental health company there, or mental health nonprofit organization.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're interested in using AI. I mean, every swath of industry I felt like was represented there. And there were some good questions that came up. Some of the ones I kind of felt like I was that clown at the fair and they're lobbing some softballs at me. One of the things that has actually came up not only at that event, but another conversation I was having about AI is, what about all the energy that AI uses? And if you guys remember the Bitcoin mining craze, and it's still going on, Bitcoin mining, it needed these GPUs, right?
Right.
And what can you tell us what is a GPU? There's another term. Ding, 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 ding. All right, what's a GPU?
A processing unit, or graphical processing unit.
Right. And they were mostly used for like games and stuff.
Yeah, for gaming.
Right. And so,
like the bigger, the better,
faster,
yeah, the better the graphics of the game would be.
Right. So, when you play video games, those things get very hot. Well, they also use graphics cards for Bitcoin mining. They use them for AI. And we're not going to get into all the details, but basically it's used for the vectorization and things like that. Well, those things get extremely hot and they use a lot of power. And a couple questions came up is, but aren't you worried about the power consumption of all of these massive AI data centers and stuff? And call it snarky or not, but when I get asked that question, I immediately talk about, well, the Bitcoin market's doing pretty good, right? Lots of billionaires have been made off of that. And now they have all these other altcoins that are being used. And I said, so if I'm going to put electricity into a computer to do things, do I want it to mine a crypto token that's only value is the energy that it wasted to be mined and speculation? Or would you like to put that into an AI engine, the same graphics card, and we can go find a cure for cancer? And that usually kind of turns the tide of the conversation where, I didn't realize that. And I can tell you that I would be all for using it for AI. Now, here's a little plug. I think I did mention in one podcast about Bitcoin. I talked about it and stuff. So if y'all want to tune into that one, you can just go to globalbobshow.com, look through the episode list, and you can see that or listen to that show. But, I'm not a huge fan of Bitcoin. I like the idea of it. But, simply state, I say it's a lottery system with a Ponzi scheme. And that's just my thoughts. So if we can use all this stuff for the greater good, I would rather spend my electricity on that. We do have another series, not another series, but a continuation of the series. And we're actually going to teach prompting. So if anybody is in the Central Florida area, or if you would like to fly down here, I'm not going to pay for you to fly down here, but if you would like to come join us and see a real positive impact to the community of education around AI, then reach out, globalbobshow@gmail.com, and we'll make sure to give you those dates and times. All right. Here we are at the bottom of the half hour. That means the show is almost over. Today's music was some music that Hello Chelly found. That is Russian folk music, I guess. I told her to find some music that was in the public domain, which means you can use it for free. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. So Chelly will join us on the show from time to time as a co-host. Chelly, is this your first podcast?
Yes, my very first one.
So here we are at the Richard Lowell Clark Broadcast Facility, behind the silver microphone for me and the black microphone for you. and we can go out and talk to the world. It's just amazing technology. And we'll probably talk about that too, in later shows, because the fact that everybody has these cell phones in their pockets and can podcast and stream live, it's a really amazing world.
It is.
All right. Well, so if y'all want to keep Chelly on the show, can someone please send me at least one comment to Global Bob Show? You can do that at globalbobshow@gmail.com, or we do have a new feature where you can go to www.globalbobshow.com and send us a text message, right? So if you go to the show, you should be able to click on an episode or somewhere on the page and send us a text message and see if we want to keep Hello Chelly on the Global Bob Show. We're always looking for people that like to come on the show. So if there's anything that you think may be of interest to the listeners, then reach out to us also. Love to have you as a co-host also. All right, everybody. Until next time, next week, everybody be safe, and we'll see you on the highways and byways of cyberspace.